There are a number of things happening in our area for those living with multiple sclerosis, and a local organization is hosting an event to help people sell their old stuff this weekend. And we also have another topic though that could affect those who are living with this condition. Joining us now to talk a little bit more about multiple sclerosis, the new center, and this event is Suzanne O'Connell and Dr. Jill Kramer. Ladies, thank you for joining us on 7 at 4 today.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, absolutely. I want to start with the MS Alliance of Virginia. Tell us more about what this is all about.
Okay. So the MS Alliance of Virginia was formed many years ago. We started out as a little support group, just 5 old people. And so we needed more programs and services in the area.
Sure.
And instead of complaining about it, we took off and did something for ourselves. So our support group just kept growing and growing, and we ended up being 50, 100, 200 big.
Wow.
So someone said, well, let's start a nonprofit. And I'm like, let's don't. But we did, and it just continued to grow. So now the MS Alliance is almost 2,000 people big, and that's people living with whose lives are affected by MS in Southwest Virginia. And our offices are located at the Roanoke Area MS Center that Dr. Kramer founded for us in 2019, and we have multiple services and programs we offer. But the biggest thing for me is I was diagnosed over 45 years ago with MS, and I remember walking out of the hospital going, what now? So my dream was to have a wall that had a sign that said, what now? And that we could help people know what to do next living with this crazy disease.
Yeah, and I know there's lots of programs and services that you all offer, and I know we have such a short amount of time, and I want to make sure we get to all the things. So very quickly, tell us some of the programs and services.
Mainly we have an office that is a service, a place where people can come and meet other people with MS. And then we have a loaner closet, so if people needed equipment, wheelchairs, walkers, rollators, even canes and things, we can lend it to them while they're waiting for their insurance to cover it, or we even have equipment, new things, shower chairs, toilet seat risers, all kinds of things that we can actually get into your hands if your insurance isn't covering them for you.
Yeah.
We have 6 support groups in Roanoke, Lynchburg. We're affiliated with in New River Valley, and we have a Zoom group. We have a great website where people can find all this information out.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And one thing I want to mention too is I feel like a lot of times if people are diagnosed with MS, it can feel very lonely. When you're diagnosed with anything, that can be a little scary. So it's good to know they have a whole group, thousands of people out there who can come alongside of them, and there's resources available. Now I want to switch topics here now and talk about the MS Center. Dr. Kramer, could you give us a little more information and talk about the changes to the center?
The center has some big changes coming up. One is that I will no longer be a physician associated with my practice, which has been in existence since 2005. Suzanne and I started the MS Center in 2019, and I am still involved with the building, the programs, and I'm very interested in making sure that the Multiple Sclerosis Alliance has resources and a place to call home and to meet and bring in patients who need these resources.
Now, where can folks living with MS actually find those new providers and information about MS?
There are several options. University of Virginia is building an excellent MS program. Wake Forest has MS providers. There are several providers who have really reached out and embraced our area in really beautiful ways and bringing us resources that are interested in working with us and working with our patients. And I'm part-time down in Whitfield. So
great.
I'm not completely leaving medicine.
We'll just drive to Whitfield, Dr. Kramer.
Well, it's not close, I realize.
Yeah. Now, you guys have an event coming up, and I want to talk a little bit about that. We love the name. We're just going to say that in case you guys didn't know. Junk in the Trunk, is that correct?
That's right.
Tell us all about what this is and how we can get involved.
Okay. So Junk in Your Trunk is an extension of a decluttering workshop that we did. Clutter can just take your life down.
Yeah.
And so people got on board and did good, but then they couldn't get rid of things. So we're like, and a lot of people living with MS don't necessarily have the energy to have yard sales and go to functions. So pull in with your car, open your trunk and sell your stuff so you can shop, swap, or sell. and it's planned to be at our office, which is 431 Apperson Drive in Salem, this coming Saturday. And we do have a rain date of the next Saturday, which I believe is May the 3rd.
Okay, so if it rains, May
That's right.
3rd will be the new date. And I'm assuming the money raised will help.
So we want to keep the center going. We're the only organization like this in the country, and we're completely run by people living with MS, and we're unfunded, and somehow we've made it for 10 years that way.
Yeah.
And so we do need help from the community. We need the community to back us up. And I want to back up on something that's real important, what you'd asked Dr. Kramer. The MS Alliance has compiled a list of doctors who are currently accepting patients now without any waiting time. And we even have a few that will be taking priority patients. If somebody has an immediate need, that we can help them get in touch with them immediately. And I hate jumping around, but that's an important thing that they know that we have that.
That's great.
And so we're real excited. So we don't, there's a big deal is we don't ask people living with MS for money. That's huge because it costs a fortune to live with MS.
Sure.
Our disease-modifying drugs are $100,000 a year.
Yeah, okay, so we're going to call on the community to help you guys out. Really quick, your website, Suzanne.
www.msallianceofva.org.
Okay, so if you're looking to help an organization out, this is one way you can do that, or take part this weekend, April 26th, in the event. And again, if it rains, they will have that event the next Saturday. We believe that's May 3rd. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us here on the show. We appreciate it.